Now on to the largest part of this video, which is the party and social topic. So let's get at it. Someone asked, is it easy to make friends? Making friends, whether you're shy or outgoing, it's kind of just what you get out is what you'll get in. If you stay isolated in your dorm freshman year, okay, obviously it's going to be hard to make friends because you're not putting yourself out there. You're not putting yourself in those environments where you can create friends. And going off of that, someone said how to meet people if you're shy in general. You have to realize that in college, not everyone's an extrovert. Not everyone's naturally going to be so comfortable in a group environment or throwing themselves into an environment where they know nobody. So if you are a shy person in college, you can obviously still make friends. There's other shy people. You have your classes, you have your dorm that you're living in where you don't have to change yourself or try to be comfortable in this huge environment. Like there are small environments where you still have the ability to make friends if you're shy. One thing I will say though is the first week of school, just try as much as you can to talk to people. Even if it's just the kid next door and you have one goal for yourself for the whole first week of school is to talk to one person. If you're really shy, talk to one person. It will be so worth it. Putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, ultimately at the end of the day, I think it will benefit you. And if you force yourself for like 5 minutes to just talk to someone new, at the end of the day, I think you'll be really grateful that for those 5 minutes you're uncomfortable because you may have gained a friend for a whole lifetime. There are people that are like you on your college campus that you'll really easily be able to be friends with, and then there's people completely different from you that you'll be able to become friends with in college. And that's what's so awesome about college is it's a melting pot of different nationalities, different religions, different geographical regions where people are coming from. So unlike your high school where it may have been a really isolated bubble where everyone's the same, college is so awesome in the fact that it's people from everywhere and you're exposed to so many new people and you get to become friends with people that you may have never have met in your life. So go out, try to meet someone, maybe ask the person next door to you, hey, do you want to go grab lunch? They're not like really gonna say no unless they're not a nice person. Most of the time when you're meeting people like your freshman year of college, everyone's in the same boat and they understand what it's like to go into a place having no friends, and they're just as eager and anxious as you to meet new people and make friends. It is the same situation regardless of anywhere you go. We're all thrown into this new environment where we may know a handful of people or we may know nobody at all. Regardless of where you go, you will meet people, you'll make friends. Everything will work out for you the way it's supposed to. Just have faith in the situation and in yourself. Someone asked, is it hard being so far away from home? If you guys didn't know, I am from New Jersey, which is on the East Coast, obviously, and it's 2,400 miles away from here, which is a super lengthy distance. I honestly couldn't have really chose any place farther, and I'm super duper close with my mom, so one would think, okay, you're gonna get really, really homesick, but freshman year, I did not get homesick at all. I think it was just because I was always going, meeting new people, having so much fun, really establishing myself at SDSU that I didn't give myself the time to think about home or miss home. So freshman year, I went home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, didn't go home spring semester, and I was perfectly fine, didn't miss home at all. Sophomore year, I randomly went home in October because one day I was like bawling and I was like, I need to go home. Next thing I know, I was on a 6-hour flight going home. That happened. My mindset, what I always say, is that you are always a flight away from home. And yeah, it may be a $700 flight, that's really expensive, but if you really, really, really need to be home, you have the ability to go home, and I think your parents would understand that. But in general, what is really comforting is that your friends at school become a family figure for you. Everyone's in the same position. If you are feeling really homesick, talk to your friends about it. Other people have felt those emotions and they can help you go through it and deal with it, and you're not alone. And I think that's really important to understand in college, is sometimes we keep these emotions to ourselves because we're like, no one else is thinking it, like that's so embarrassing, I'm so weak. But other people are feeling the same things. Talk to your friends about it, and bonding over those shared emotions and experiences will really strengthen your friendship, I believe. In regards to Greek life, someone said, is Rush in person or online? I have no idea. Online Rush honestly was pretty chill. It was nice. You didn't have to be out in the sun all day acting all prim and proper. You could just sit in like pajama pants and chill out, so it was really nice. Someone said how to make friends without a sorority. If you're not in a sorority, Greek life is so prevalent at San Diego State, but the majority of the population on campus is not in Greek life. I think the statistics are that only 15% of the girls on campus are in Greek life and 17% of the guys in Greek life on campus, which leaves such a substantial part of the population not in Greek life. So you can easily make friends in your dorm when you're a freshman, in your classes, if you join clubs and organizations. If you're on a sports team, you can join intramural teams or club teams, which is really nice. So there's so many opportunities to make friends if you're not in a sorority. There's so many people that aren't in sororities, or even if you're not in a sorority, you don't have to necessarily be in a sorority to be friends with girls in DG, KD, AFE, all these sororities. Just because they're in that sorority doesn't mean they're off limits to you and you can't be friends with them. And what's really exciting about college is you make some of your best friends when you least expect it. You may think you have your friend group and then you meet other people and they're your new friends next year. So it's really awesome how there's always just opportunities to expand your social circle. Someone asked if I feel safe walking on campus at night. Tip, honestly, for any college is to never walk alone. It's an unfortunate reality that we have to face as girls. I personally have never felt unsafe. I've never been walking home and been like scared for my life or been in an uncomfortable situation where someone's following me. And I'm really fortunate to have that experience. There are unfortunate situations where people have been in very unsafe situations on campus at nighttime. So as just a tip of advice, don't walk home alone. If you do unfortunately have to walk home alone, please be FaceTiming your friend, on the phone with your friend, texting a friend, have your location always shared with your friends, just because it's always better to be safe than sorry. Be really aware of your surroundings at nighttime is what I will say about that. Someone asked, what are your favorite things to do when not in class? My favorite things to do when I'm not in class my freshman year was go off campus to go to the beach or go on a walk off campus or go to the farmer's market in OB on Wednesday nights, go watch the sunsets, and just like hanging with your friends in your dorm. My dorm was super duper social, and so whenever people would get back from class, we would hang in the common rooms, do homework together, which is a large part of your freshman year. I feel like just like doing homework, hanging out with your friends in the common areas. As you get older, I will say you spend less time on campus and you spend more time either with the people in your house or off campus. Obviously, because we don't have a campus town, when you have to go do errands or you want to immerse yourself in society and go shopping or do something active, you do have to go off campus. Someone said, what do people wear? What do I pack? Since freshman year to now, the style of everyone at the school has collectively progressed and changed and developed, and it is a lot more just aesthetic and individual now. Like people are really just like wearing what they want to wear. It is super trendy, it is super cool. No one like looks at people's outfits and is like, what the is she wearing? Because it's kind of accepted and normal and cool to wear an outfit that maybe your 90-year-old on the street would be like, what is that girl wearing? So wear whatever you want to wear in college. I don't think you should wear a particular outfit. Wear what you're comfortable in. I, for example, always wear dresses and skirts. I hate jeans, and yet all my best friends always wear jeans. So it kind of just depends. I would say maybe a standard going out outfit is like jeans and a shirt. Is it looked down upon to wear crop tops? Oh wait, I'm thinking of tube tops. Oh my gosh. No, crop tops. Oh my gosh, no, literally everyone's always wearing like a cutoff shirt. You're perfectly fine wearing that. What are frat parties legitimately like? Are they fun? What should you wear? So what's really exciting about the frat parties here in the past, obviously it's a lot different now with COVID and with the president of the school like cracking down on Greek life. But what was something that was so cool about San Diego State, and probably a few of my favorite moments of college revolved around this, was the massive themed parties that the frat set up. These parties I honestly can't even explain. In high school, I would never picture a frat party in college to look like this, but these guys make these insane setups where it's so technical. Their art designs are absolutely insane. They're building stages and platforms and cages and just bar sets and all this insane stuff. I literally can't even stress how wild these parties are, where they're themed parties. So that was what was really nice my freshman year, was when there was a themed party, you didn't really have to choose an outfit to wear. It was kind of just like, okay, here's this theme, pick an outfit from there. I did a ton of Amazon priming my freshman year to match those themed parties. But in general, once again, as I said, some people wear jeans, some people wear skirts, some people wear dresses. It kind of just depends what you want to wear. And frat parties are honestly such an experience. Some of them are so fun. I can't even, frat parties, the glory days. Freshman and sophomore year, they definitely are really, really fun. As you get older, you kind of grow out of them and they're not as exhilarating or exciting to you anymore. And I think that's because when you're a freshman and sophomore going to these frat parties, you meet a ton of people and you're kind of just like hopping around between party and party, just living life on the streets. And not, okay, wow, that sounded wrong. Living life on the streets as like you're running down College Avenue and Montezuma Avenue going from party to party. But as you get older and kind of have a more established social group and people that you're friends with, you don't really like going to these random parties where you don't know people and the people are a lot younger. So the whole like glory and idolization of Greek life as you get older does dull down, and you kind of just get immersed into actual society where you realize that it doesn't actually matter what sorority or what frat you're in. You're gonna be friends with people because you like them. You're not gonna be friends with people because of the letters on their shirt. And that's a realization that I think a lot of people come to learn as they go through college, is that the emphasis and importance that freshmen and sophomore at San Diego State, myself included when I was that age, put on Greek life and like sororities and frats, you realize that's not what life is about. It's the friendships that you make, the memories that you have, not, oh, I'm in blah, blah, blah. The next topic that I'm going to be talking about is finance. I get so many questions in regards to financial aid and all of that stuff. This topic honestly is going to be a super short topic because it's not an area that I have much expertise in, but someone did ask, how much aid does SDSU give out? I'm out of state, RIP, and I laughed at that because it's so relatable. When you're an out-of-state student, they can't give you a lot of the money that they give to in-state students. So I remember I got no financial aid from the school, and when I went on my tour, I went to the financial aid office and I was like, hi, is there any way I could get anything? And they were like, no, you can only apply to scholarships because you're out of state and we can't give you money. Basically, so sorry if you're out of state. That's a struggle we all struggle through, but obviously try to apply to scholarships. And then going off that, someone asked, when did you get financial aid? I didn't get any financial aid, so I don't know. I'm no help honestly in this section because as an out-of-state student, it was just really difficult to get money. And I just looked at external scholarships that I got like through my hometown area, like scholarships that I applied there I used towards college, but I didn't apply to any through SDSU, and I didn't get any money through SDSU. Scholarships in general though, someone asked if you can get scholarships to cover Greek life. I don't know if it covers your whole entire cost, and I know that there aren't that many scholarships to be given out, but there are scholarships that Panhellenic does, and then I think through your own like national organization. So if you're in AFI or if you're in GFI or if you're in PIFI, they have scholarships that you can apply to, and hopefully you would get them and they could help cover your costs. There's also a lot of financial options that sororities and probably frats also have where they can help you pay. When you rush, you're given a financial transparency sheet that breaks down everything for you. And if finance is a concern for you when you are rushing, I would say to go through with the rush process, even if you maybe know like this may be a struggle for me to pay for, and get in, talk with your finance VP, go over some options, talk to them. Maybe they know like more scholarships that you could apply for to help you out. Joining Greek life is an additional extra expense that is quite expensive. So I completely understand when people are a bit nervous about how they would pay it or if there's financing options, which there are. And with the financial transparency sheet, it will just make you have more awareness of if this is something you can actually afford or if you can't afford, and just talk to the financial VP for that. Someone asked, do you have to pay to do the yoga classes on campus? All the classes that are part of the ARC you don't have to pay for as long as you have an ARC membership, which does come with living in freshman housing, which is really nice. They have so many classes there. They have like cycling classes, ab classes, yoga classes, all of that, so that's awesome. And then in addition to that, something that differentiates San Diego State University is the fact that we have water sports classes, which when they said that during my tour, I was like, that is the coolest thing. Probably that was one of the reasons why I went here, and I ended up utilizing that option for 2 semesters. I took 2 surfing classes, which was so much fun because where can you say that for college credit you took a surfing class? So those classes where it's like paddleboarding, wakeboarding, wake surfing, surfing, and sailing, those are classes that you pay for but you get college credit for, but all the ones at the ARC are free as long as you have an ARC membership. Someone asked, how expensive is it to keep your car there? I looked it up. An overnight parking pass, I think this is per semester, correct me if I'm wrong, but you do need one for both semesters, is $226, and then if it's just a day one, if you're driving to campus, it's $174. Parking is pretty expensive, but in my opinion, I think that having a car here is such a valuable part of your whole college experience at San Diego State, and I would recommend paying that to have your car because they do hand out tickets, and it's kind of impossible to not have a parking pass and have a car here. It actually isn't kind of impossible, it is impossible, so you need a parking thing, and that's just kind of an expense that you have to curb. So yeah, so that was just a little finance topic of today's video. All this information can be found online, or you can call an advisor and speak to them. There's so many people that work at the actual school that their job is to deal with the finance of students. As always, if you do have more questions, never feel afraid to DM me at Megan Foley or write any questions that you have in the comments of this video and I will be sure to answer them. Someone asked what made me go to San Diego State University, and I will say it's definitely the location of the school. There's some factors about San Diego State that honestly didn't align with my wants and desires in college. I wanted to go to a really big sports school where it was like tailgating and partying around like sports was from like Thursday to Saturday, and that there was a campus town where like, your life was just college oriented. And when I came to San Diego State, obviously that's not the case, but as I've grown up, I've realized that maybe I honestly would not have been happy at a school like Clemson where you're just stuck on your campus with college, because I love that here at San Diego State you have the opportunity to actually immerse yourself in the real world and go off campus and the fact that we just get to go to the desert, go to the mountains, go to the beach, go hiking, go to LA, and do all these things off campus has really shaped me into the person I am today. I think that those experiences have helped me grow into the person that I am, and I am so grateful, and they've given me some of my best memories. So with that being said, if you end up going here, that is so exciting. I'm actually so excited for y'all. I wish I could restart college again. Little do you guys know all the opportunities and friendships and memories that you guys have in front of you, and it is so exciting. If you don't end up going here, wherever you go will be your place. You will find your home. Don't be afraid. I know you will be maybe, but don't be afraid. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, and bye.